Hey yo, what is going on everybody? Depraved Slasher, and we are back with another music reaction. I wasn't going to put any more reactions out today, and then it happened. Epic Rap Battles put out a new song. Now, for those of you that don't know, the audio for this was actually leaked or pre-released already. I did not listen to the audio, I did not react to the audio, because my sole purpose was to wait for the actual battle to drop. And it's here. And for those of you that don't know, it's Pennywise and the Joker going at it. So yes, Joker versus Pennywise, the two clowns. I am excited for this one. And the reason I am excited for this one is the last rap battle I feel like I did the best at breaking down was Wolverine versus Freddy Krueger, because it was two characters I was familiar with. They weren't based on actual history. They were based on fantasy. And that's more of the style of stuff that I get into. Now with this, the Joker is actually my second favorite villain in comics in general. Carnage being my first. But Joker's my favorite villain, and Pennywise, I mean, it's Pennywise, dude. Stephen King's It. I watched both the original movies, well, the original TV series movies. I only watched It Chapter 1 as far as the new ones are concerned, so I haven't watched It Chapter 2 yet. But I've read the book a couple times. It's actually my favorite Stephen King novel. So I'm excited to see where the punchlines are going to come from all this. I'm pretty sure Pennywise will probably go after Harley Quinn a little bit. I have a feeling Joker is going to talk about a little bit about the kids having an orgy after defeating Pennywise, which if you guys haven't read the book, you probably don't know much about that. They won't put that in the movies, which is a good thing. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's also going to be a lot of Joker saying that he only goes after kids, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be some pedo jokes involved. And, hey, I'm just super stoked to check all this shit out, man. Like I said, I'm super happy ERB brought out another one. We've been covering it since the beginning of the season. I've even gone back and done 1 or 2 episodes from earlier in their entire existence, and I still plan to go back and do more of that. I actually have them written down to jump back into soon. As a matter of fact, the next retro one, I haven't decided if I'm going to do... because the next one I'm going to do is going to be Vader versus Hitler. But I don't know if I'm doing the first one or all 3 together. Let me know which one, how you guys would like to see me do that, and we'll tackle that later that way. Also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. Hey, we here, baby. We almost at 800 subs, and I'm super stoked to see if we can hit either 800 tonight or over the next couple of days. My goal is to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. I think it's definitely a very plausible goal. So without further ado, guys, it's been a long intro. I'm sorry. 3 minutes is up. Joker and Pennywise, epic rap battles of history. I'm ready. We gonna slash it up and break it down the best that we can. I'll explain some bars to you guys if I don't miss them. I shouldn't. Not with these two. But let's do this, baby. Let's go. Woo. All right.
The joke.
Horses.
In my first appearance, the bat was supposed to slay me.
First off, straight out the gate, they definitely have him sounding like Mark Hamill's Joker. I like that. For those of you that don't know who Mark Hamill's Joker is, Mark Hamill is the most notable voice of Joker for the animated series and animated movies. He's done most of Joker. He did all of Joker through the original Batman animated series that ran on Fox, I think is what channel it was on. And then he was also the one that has voiced in most of the DC animated movies where Joker's been voiced, and the video games. For those of you that played the Arkham Asylum games, he's the same guy that voiced Joker in those. Amazing. Like I think he said he's not doing it anymore, which is why you might have heard some different voices as of late. But he is the most notable, and in my opinion, the true version of Joker, even compared to the movies.
In my first appearance, the bat was supposed to slay me, but I can't be killed. That's why they cast the Phoenix to play me.
Ooh. Okay, there's some bars here. There's some bars here. We're gonna break this down. So in the original appearance of the Joker in the Detective Comics, where Batman was introduced, It was originally supposed to be where Joker was supposed to die. But obviously they didn't kill him off in the comics. And that was a long, long, long time ago. And he says, but I can't be killed. That's why they cast a phoenix to play me. First off, a phoenix is representation of rising from the ashes and being reborn. Second off, Joaquin Phoenix is the one that was just most recently casted as the Joker in the latest Joker movie. Excellent double entendre there. I love it.
Bat was supposed to slay me, but I can't be killed. That's why they cast a phoenix to play me. I'm the harlequin of hate, the clown prince of crime, your sewer troll that Stephen King wrote between his lines.
Shit. Okay, so the first two things, the harlequin of hate, and the other thing that he called himself, I can't remember right off the top of my head, because I'm taken aback by what he just said. Those are just names that were like his nicknames in the comics. And then he says, you're just a sewer troll, because he's a guy that pretty much scours the sewers for kids, saying that Stephen King wrote about in between his lines. So it's kind of a play on words, because like you tell people to read between the lines and things like that as a saying, but he's saying like he wrote him in between his lines, talking about the lines of cocaine that Stephen King was doing as he was writing it, which Stephen King's been, he is an I don't know if he still does drugs, but I do know he was heavy into drugs during his younger writing days. Dude, that was dirtball.
Clown prince of crime, your sewer troll that Stephen King wrote between his lines. It's like cocaine, you know what I said. I don't know how any kind of joke could ever go over that head.
Again, referencing the cocaine and explaining it to Pennywise, because Pennywise looked confused there. And then he said, I don't know how it could go over that head, because Pennywise's head is fucking monstrous.
Cocaine, you know what I said. I don't know how any kind of joke could ever go over that head. They all float, says the quote, but your films, they all sink. Oh, and as far as Mr. King goes, I'm a shining man. Wink!
Oh man, he's coming out kind of heavy hitting here. They all float down here is a reference Pennywise uses throughout his movies often. That's like one of his taglines, like his trying to convince kids to come to the sewer. He's like, they all float. And so that's what he's talking about. He's saying the movies all sink. They don't. As a matter of fact, that's a line I can actually say I don't agree with. First off, the original made-for-TV movies were widely accepted and praised. Now, granted, they did not age well, in my opinion. And that's nothing to take away from any of the individuals acting. Like Curry, still an amazing Pennywise. The people that they got to play the kids and adult roles in it were also good. I just feel like with it being PG-13, it didn't have everything it could have been, and they left a bunch of stuff out of the books. Now, with that being said, with the newer movies that are rated R, I think the first one was really good. I hear a lot of negative about the second one. I have not watched the second one. I cannot judge that on my own. But again, the first one was widely accepted and made people super excited for the second one. So, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about his diss there. I don't think they really do. Again, and I like the Shining Man comment, because I don't get the winking part of it. That is something that is going over my head. I know there's a bar there. But the Shining Man, what he's referencing is The Shining from Stephen King's, it's another Stephen King novel that I think they're getting ready to, or they just put out Dr. Sleep, which it might be a Dr. Sleep reference. I don't know. But Dr. Sleep is the sequel to The Shining. But The Shining is what he's referencing from Stephen King.
Films, they all sink. Oh, and as far as Mr. King goes, I'm a shining man. Wink! I made the Justice League look like just a bunch of super schlubs. You lost to a herd of nerds who call themselves a losers club. You.
Ooh. Low blow. Low blow. Again, he fights the Justice League. Now, the Justice League usually beats him somewhat easily on a typical basis. There are times he's kind of given the Justice League a run for their money. But he's saying Pennywise lost to a bunch of kids named the Losers Club, which is what the group of kids in the movies called themselves.
just a bunch of super schlubs. You lost to a herd of nerds who call themselves a losers club. You be gobbled up in Gotham, so stick to your small town where your renown is the if it's brown, flush it down cloud.
Ooh. So he said you would be gobbled up in Gotham, talking about like he wouldn't have a chance in Gotham because he's having issues with a bunch of kids and he has to deal with a bunch of superheroes. And he says, he goes on to say, you know, you're from a very small town in Maine, which it's Derry, Maine, is where the book is set and the story is set. And he calls him, what does he call him?
A small town where your renown is the if it's brown.
You're renowned as the if it's brown, flush it down clown. Because it's a phrase. If it's brown, flush it down. It's basically calling him a piece of shit. And since he's in the sewers, yeah, play on words there. All right, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of the Joker's verse. I'm super excited to see what Pennywise has to say. I know this is going to be a long reaction because I'm breaking some stuff down, guys. They did really well with that first verse. Now, he could have came harder. I feel like he will in the second round, but we'll see what Pennywise does.
Flush it down, cloud. Are you joking? You want to rap?
How you doing, Georgie? I like that. How you, Jokey? I love how he sounds just like, oh my goodness, dude. They got the voices down pat for these.
Brown, flush it down, cloud. Are you joking? You want to rap? Rap.
What in the fuck is he doing? They made him creepy, is what they did.
You wanna rap? Rap. Why so serious? You're supposed to be the man who laughs. But those jokes are like your new movie. Mostly really sad.
The Why So Serious is in reference to Heath Ledger's Joker, which was one of his taglines in that movie. He says, why so serious? Why you mad?
Supposed to be the man who laughs.
Or why so serious? You're supposed to be the man who laughs, but your new movie, you're just really sad. Basically talking about most of the new Joker movie, from what I've understood. I haven't watched it yet either, so I'm kind of mad. I now wish I would have watched it and the new It movie before I watched this, but hey, whatever. But from my understanding, it's like an origin story to show why Joker became who he was, and from my understanding, there is a lot of down moments as far as what pushes him into that moment of insanity.
But those jokes are like your new movie. Mostly really sad. You're John Doe with my deadlights.
I like that. Beep, beep. Beep, beep, Richie. Man, the references these guys pull from the material is amazing.
Jokes are like your new movie. Mostly really sad. You're John Doe with my deadlights. And you're about to fall from a new height.
Okay, you're John Doe in my deadlights is a play on words, as in like a deer in headlights, because a deer in headlights, you know, they stop and they stare. John Doe. Doe is another name of deer. And he's also calling Joker John Doe because nobody actually knows, comics-wise, what Joker's true identity is. So he is a John Doe in the most literal terms. And then deadlights is the thing that Pennywise uses to suspend people and capture them, basically. It's the bright light, like in the original series, it's a bright light you see moving through the sewers and things like that. Like, those are the deadlights. And it's supposed to cause, like, paralysis and things like that.
Mostly really sad. You're John Doe with my deadlights. And you're about to fall from a new height. Cause you're weak and you've lost every fight. But knight who wears underwear over his ties.
And the falling from a new height, I believe, is in reference to the original Batman movie with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, who played Joker. Which is funny, because they could have tied this whole Jack Nicholson thing into Jack Nicholson being in The Shining too. I think they missed an opportunity, unless they still do that. But in that movie, he fell from atop of the church roof and died. And then he goes on to say he lost to what does he call him?
You're about to fall from a new height. Cause you're weak and you've lost every fight. But knight who wears underwear.
to a knight who wears underwear over his tights. The Dark Knight is Batman, so that's why I said knight. And spandex. I'm just... It's Batman.
Over his ties! Nightmares and I'm ruthless. These battles like poker, the Joker is useless. Winning's not in your...
Ooh! These battles are like poker, the Joker is useless because nobody uses the Joker in poker. Good play on words. And then he goes on to say, winning's not in your cards. Again, play on the poker thing. That's, ooh.
Ties! Nightmares and I'm ruthless. These battles like poker, the Joker is useless. Winning's not in your cards. Call me Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars!
Call me Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars, because Arkham Asylum is where all the prisoners in Batman go. And bars, dude. And then I love the special effects they used here, dude. This is epic.
These battles like poker, the Joker is useless. Winning's not in your cards. Call me Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars. Jack Nicholson played you just fine.
Oh, he might be doing it. He might be doing it. Was that a little bit of foreshadowing? So Jack Nicholson played him in the original Batman movie.
Winning's not in your cards. Call me Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars. Jack Nicholson played you just fine. But lately the classes declined. Jared Leto came out trying to look like he was Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I love the bar and I hate the bar at the same time. Here's my problem. The bar is dope because he's talking about Jack Nicholson played him just fine, and then Jared Leto came in, who played him in God damn it, dude! Why did my mind just shit on itself? He played him in Suicide Squad. God damn. Played him in Suicide Squad. Here's my problem. First off, I didn't think Jared Leto did bad as Joker in Suicide Squad. He was a different kind of Joker. He was the one kind of Joker that hadn't been portrayed yet, which was very ghetto gangster. And I know why people don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you guys are stupid. It's just in my opinion, I liked the different take on the Joker. With that being said, he also wasn't, like, they cut a lot of the stuff he originally did in the movie out for the final cut. And then, like, I don't feel like they gave him enough of a chance to develop that character into somebody that people could enjoy watching. I do think he will have a much better outing the next time he's in a movie. There's still going to be people that are going to hate on him because they don't like his look. They don't like the tattoos on the face or the gangster grill or anything like that. I don't mind them because, again, it's just a different take on the Joker. But the whole tattoos on the face and crazy shit is why he's comparing him to Tekashi 6ix9ine. So over and above all, it's still a dope-ass fucking bar.
But lately the classes declined. Jared Leto came out trying to look like he was Tekashi 6ix9ine. So unless you've got a yummy younger brother, I think you'd better run. Because I've got 99 red balloons, bitch. And I dare you to take one.
Ooh, I got 99 red balloons, bitch, and I dare you to take one. Because whenever he invites kids in with the balloons, that's how he captures them. That's why he's saying, I dare you to take one. And I also like, it's also a play on Jay-Z's I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. That's why he says I got 99 red balloons, bitch, and I dare you to take one. So the play on words and the culture reference there. Dude, this has been I don't know if this is my favorite battle so far yet or if it's second. It's definitely right up there with the Wolverine and Freddy one for me. Mainly because I was able to catch so many of the bars there. Guys, if you haven't seen it, I urge you to go back and check that out. Like, you guys want to see me catch a bunch of bars from these guys, check out that Wolverine and Freddy one. There's some stuff that you guys probably even missed. But no, so far these two are going at it. And I'm loving it. I think Pennywise won that first round. I think his bars were a little bit heavier, so I'm hoping Joker comes back and takes it. So, hey, let's keep going.
Go back in your well, you giggling sewer ginger. You lost to a turtle that wasn't even a ninja. When
Again, referencing him being in the sewers, which he is in most of the story. Also, I love the fact that he's rapping from a comic strip, basically. But no, referencing he's still running in the sewers, and he calls him a ginger because he's a redheaded clown. He says, you basically lost to a turtle that wasn't even a ninja. I don't know the exact reference there. Unless he's referencing the turtle slingshot, the metal, the silver thing that they used in the books. I don't remember if it was a turtle or not. It was a piece of silver shot from a slingshot. I don't remember.
Giggling Seward Ginger, you lost to a turtle and wasn't even a ninja. When I flow, I go Mark Ham with ill zingers.
The bar there. When I flow, I go Mark Ham. First off, he's going ham hard as a motherfucker is what ham stands for. Whenever you hear somebody say I'm going ham, but I go Mark Ham, and then he says, hold on.
Wasn't even a ninja. When I flow, I go Mark Ham with ill zingers.
I go Mark Ham with ill zingers because Mark Hamill, again, as I stated earlier, is the known voice of the Joker in most animated forms. And I like the whole play on words with ill zingers, talking about the stuff he's coming with. Dude, that was nice. That was nice.
And wasn't even a ninja. When I flow, I go Mark Ham with ill zingers. I steal the show like Bob Kane stole from Bill Finger.
I don't understand the Bob Kane reference. Somebody comment down below what that is in reference to. Like, that's a bar I legit am missing. And I'm mad about it. So comment down below. Let me know.
I steal the show like Bob Kane stole from Bill Finger. I spit acid loud. Every joke of mine stings. Your 3 nightlights in a cloud. Beat by the kid from Stranger Things.
Ooh, that is in reference to the newer It movies, because the kid that plays in Stranger Things also plays in the new It series. And whew, basically he's calling his deadlights a joke. He's like, dude, you got beat by a kid from Stranger Things. All right.
Joke of mine stings. Your 3 nightlights in a cloud. Beat by the kid from Stranger Things. When I compare your antics to the fiendish schemes I revel in, they pale like the moonlight you can dance with the devil in.
I'm so happy he said this. Have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight? Yes. Yes. Again, referencing the original Batman movie with Jack Nicholson. There's a part, again, towards the end where he's up on the rooftop. And I don't remember, it's been so long since I've seen it, I don't remember if he's talking to the love interest of Batman's in the movie or if he's talking to Batman, but there's a part where he says, have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight? And that is what he's referencing. And again, the pale thing is in reference to him being pale himself. And his fiendish schemes. Again, just the crazy shit that he's done. If you guys don't know, don't watch the animated version of it. I own it, and I don't think it's good at all. But definitely, if you guys get a chance to read it, oh, what was it called? I own it. And I don't know where it's at. Is it down here? Yeah. Oh, shit, but I pulled the movie out and set it somewhere at some point. Fuck. The Killing Joke is the name of the story. Check out The Killing Joke if you get a chance. As far as the movie, not the movie, the Killing Joke comic is really good. The movie, not so much. Which is kind of sad because that was the last movie that Mark Hamill voiced Joker in. And it's a bummer because it just wasn't that good. But, dude, just the crazy shit that Joker comes up with is absolutely insane. Why he's one of my favorite villains.
The fiendish schemes I revel in, they pale like the moonlight you can dance with the devil in.
Pennywise likes the devil. We have so much fun together, but no one's dying to play with Joker.
Except for maybe Heath Ledger!
No! No! First, you motherfuckers. That's almost not even cool. But so fucked up. So, for those of you that don't know, Heath Ledger played the Joker in The Dark Knight, which is actually sitting over there. I watched it not too long ago. Widely considered the best movie performance of a Joker and one of the best Batman movies made of all time. It is, in my opinion, the best Batman movie made of all time. As a matter of fact, it's the only movie in that trilogy I actually like. Like, I can tolerate the other two, but it's the only one in that trilogy that I like. And he's saying that Pennywise is saying he likes the devil. He plays with him regularly. He's like, but no one's dying to play with the Joker, but nobody's dying to play the Joker except for maybe Heath Ledger. And that's in reference to Heath Ledger. When he took on the role of Joker, he wanted to become that character, so he secluded himself for like a year where he didn't talk to family, he didn't talk to anybody, and he was like scribbling in a journal and like trying to get into that mind state, and it really fucked him up. And then after he filmed the movie, he was on some, if I remember correctly, depression meds, and he ended up overdosing and dying. That's why this line is so fucked up. Like, that may be the winning punchline, in my opinion. And it sucks, because again, I'm rooting for the Joker, but Pennywise is coming hard.
Fun together, but no one's dying to play with Joker. Except for maybe Heath Ledger! You're an embarrassment. I bet you like you beat Harley Quinn.
Puddin', you're an embarrassment. That's what Harley Quinn calls Joker, is Puddin'. And then he says, I'll beat you more than you beat Harley Quinn. And that's what's funny is a lot of people want to compare their relationships to like Joker and Harley Quinn. But what people don't realize is in the comics, Joker's extremely abusive of Harley Quinn. Like, he beats the fuck out of her constantly. But no, it's...
Joker. Except for maybe Heath Ledger! You're an embarrassment. I bet you like you beat Harley Quinn. That purple suit is something you should only see Steve Harvey in.
This is funny because I've been watching a lot of Steve Harvey lately. So for those of you that don't know who Steve Harvey is a comedian, one of the original kings of comedy. And he... Dude, we're only like a little over halfway through this, dude. I know this is going to be a long reaction. But Steve Harvey also went on... He has his own his own talk show now. Daytime talk show. But he was also had... he was like the main guy on Family Feud. He's just a funny guy. But he's always wearing bright suits. And that's what that's in reference to.
You like you beat Harley Quinn. That purple suit is something you should only see Steve Harvey in. I face on your fear. I'm the Derry main attraction every 27 years.
Ooh, he got creepy. And he says, I'm the Derry main attraction. Again, that's a double play on words because it's in Derry, Maine, which I said earlier, but he's also calling himself the main attraction. So the Derry main attraction every 27 years, which in story... He comes around every 27 years. That's dope.
But you know what? I have a secret. It's like a very special toy. If you want to kill a Batman, eat him when he's a boy.
Ooh, want to kill the Batman, eat him when he's a boy. Again, referencing that he eats children.
Very special toy. If you want to kill a Batman, eat him when he's a boy. Don't you lay a finger on...
They're going into a third dude. They're doing the third verses? Oh, shit. Okay. Again, I think Pennywise took that round. I think Pennywise is winning this entire battle. It sucks. Again, I'm rooting for Joker here, people. As much as I love my horror movies, Joker is my second favorite villain of all time. I'm hoping this third verse is enough to fucking take out Pennywise.
If you want to kill a Batman, eat him when he's a boy. Don't you lay a finger on my bat, you little freak, or I will spend a whole week knocking out those prickle teeth.
Tell your author for his next gangbang scene, how about a little more PG and a lot less 13?
I told y'all he was going to reference the gangbang scene. I told y'all in the beginning of this. And he fucking did it. Oh my god. Because the original movie's PG-13. So he's saying next time your author decides to write, think a little more PG, less 13. 13 is a very, very Very fucked up movie. I'm just saying, I'm going to leave it at that.
For his next gangbang scene, how about a little more PG and a lot less 13? Even I wouldn't stoop to that kind of impropriety. This is Earth, you space demon. We live in a society. I've seen your movies, so I know you don't hurry. But I'll shoo you down the drain so fast they'll call you Tim Scurry.
I'll shoot you down the drain so fast they'll call you Tim Scurry, because Tim Curry is the guy that played Pennywise in the original made-for-TV series. But played the words Tim Scurry. I like that.
So I know you don't hurry, but I'll shoo you down the drain so fast they'll call you Tim Scurry. Ask Robin if I drop bars, I take smiles and I leave scars.
Ask Robin if I drop bars, because he beat Robin to death with a crowbar. Which Robin, which one was that? Was it Jason Todd? I think went on to become the Red Hood. Hey, I'm just saying, that's fucked up.
So call you Tim Scurry. Ask Robin if I drop bars, I take smiles and I leave scars. Guards at Arkham will admit that the Joker just killed it.
That the Joker just killed it? Because it's it? That was a nice bar. I still don't think he's got enough to finish off Pennywise, though, because Pennywise I still think has hit the hardest out of all of this. So let's keep going.
And I leave scars. Guards at Arkham will admit that the Joker just killed it.
Arkham.
And that was a picture. Dude, that was a visual bar. Because the Killing Joke, that is actually that's the cover of the Killing. Where is my Killing Joke so I can show you? Like, I don't know where I put it. And that irritates me. Like, you have no idea. Here's my turtles. I don't know where it's at. But that's the cover of the Killing Joke, is he has the camera up in front of his face like that, and it's sideways. Like, that's the cover of it. And so that's like a visual bar. That makes me so mad. I wish I could show y'all.
Scars. Guards at Arkham will admit that the Joker just killed it.
Arkham? Ha! You stole that from H.P. Lovecraft. Who needs guards when you couldn't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache?
See, dude, Pennywise is just coming with the better bars. I'm sorry. First off, I don't understand the Arkham H.P. Lovecraft thing. Just because I'm not a big H.P. Lovecraft fan. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be disappointed about that. It is what it is. But Cesar Romero was the original live-action Joker. In the original Adam West Batman shows and movies. I do have that down there. But it doesn't have a picture of Cesar Romero on the back, or I'd show you. But Cesar Romero refused to shave his mustache for the role, so they painted over it. And it looks very cheesy. And that's what he's saying. You couldn't even hide from Cesar Romero's mustache because they were trying to hide the mustache, but they couldn't.
Stole that from H.P. Lovecraft. Who needs guards when you couldn't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache? Jester, I'm on Tresser, about to make you my Fortunato and seal this battle up like it was the cask of a Montanado.
I am completely fucking lost at that whole bar.
But when you couldn't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache. Jester, I'm on Tresser.
You jester, I'm Montresor. Who the fuck is Montresor? Hold on, we're gonna look this up. Where the fuck is my phone? Okay, we're not gonna look this up. Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to explain that to me. I don't know what the fuck he's even talking about at this point. Who is Montresor?
About to make you my Fortunato.
Fortunato?
And seal this battle up like it was the cask of a Montanado. With January Ember Flames, you got beat by...
January Ember Flames. Okay, that is again in reference to the original It, or to the It story. Ben Hanscom wrote to Beverly Marsh a poem, and I don't remember the exact poem, but that is what it's in reference to. He's like, your hair like winter fire, like burns like January embers, or something like that. And that is what that is in reference to. And then he's calling them the Scooby-Doo gang because they're a bunch of kids.
Like a wizard cast, cover Montanado. With January Ember Flames, you got beat by the Scooby Gang. The John Wayne Gacy's the underground clown posse with flows insane.
We gotta back that up.
You got beat by the Scooby Gang. The John Wayne
I'm the John Wayne of John Wayne Gacy's. So he's like the okay, so John Wayne was like the leader of Westerns. He's the John Wayne of John Wayne Gacy's. John Wayne Gacy was the guy that killed people. He was a serial killer who was a clown. So he's saying he's the John Wayne of John Wayne Gacy's. He's the John Wayne of killer clowns.
John Wayne Gacy's the underground clown posse with flows insane.
The Underground Clown Posse, my flow's insane, because Insane Clown Posse is a rap group that pants themselves up like clowns. For those of you that follow my channel, know that, because I react to them. But then he says, my flow's insane. But he calls him the Underground Clown Posse because he lives underground. He lives in the sewers. That's a dope fucking bar.
You got beat by the Scooby Gang. The John Wayne Gacy's the underground clown posse with flows insane. Poster boy for missing person posters. Joker's gonna float with me. Cause he just messed with the best wildlife rappers. It's the notorious B.I.G.
He just messed with the what?
Joker's gonna float with me. Cause he just messed with the best wildlife.
He just messed with the best wall-eyed rapper since Notorious B.I.G. For those of you that don't know, Notorious B.I.G. had a wandering eye. If you ever see pictures of him, you'll see that. But the same thing, the guy that plays Bill Skarsgård, the guy that plays Pennywise in the new movies, also has an eye that wanders. And it's considered wall-eyed when that happens. And so that's in reference to... It's just a good tie-in. I'm pretty sure how it's going to end.
Rappers, it's the notorious B.I.G.
All right, we'll stop there. Thank you to all the people that support them on Patreon, because that's why we keep getting all this amazing, amazing content. All right, so as I've said, I actually am giving this win to Pennywise. I think Pennywise came with the better bars. Again, I was really pulling for Joker. I love Joker to death, man. But the bars that Pennywise was coming up with were just so much better and so much more detailed. Dude, that Heath Ledger line was the nail in the coffin early on, and there was just no recovering for Joker on that. And then Pennywise, now I would personally, I don't know what that whole, like, that part of that last section was that Pennywise was going on about. So that is a reference that goes over my head. Please let me know what I'm missing there with that. But again, I still think Pennywise took this. This was an amazing rap battle. This has been the longest reaction I've probably done in a long time. Almost 40-minute reaction to break down bars, dude. If you guys happen to actually watch this, I am sorry for how long it was. There was just so much to break down. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, be sure to slash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of the Joker versus Pennywise in the epic rap battles of history? Also, be sure to comment down below if there's anything else you guys want me to check out. Again, let me know if you guys want me to check out the entirety of Vader versus Hitler, or if you guys want me to do it one video at a time. If I do it one video at a time, I don't know if it'll be back to back to back, or if it will be just continuous season 1, and then once we get to season 2, getting back to wherever that was. Also, check the description below for my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, BitChute, and the original link to this video. And as always, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I cannot wait to see you depraved people later. Peace.